going through the program and being able to do this right now and like feel confident in what I'm saying and like clear in what I'm saying. And right now I'm not thinking about how I'm coming off or nothing like that, goes to show just the power of hypnotherapy.
What do you feel guided you to take that risk and dive into hypnotherapy?
After I got my divorce, like my divorce was finalized, I was just like in a completely different space. And I feel like a lot of stuff freed up for me. I felt freer. Like my mind was clearer. I felt like, okay, now is the time to like invest in other parts of my life. And there was some things that I really wanted to accomplish. Like I was trying to figure out when I should move abroad, how to make that happen, and then also how to start a business or get some streams of income. But I was having like some confidence issues. And so I was just like looking for resources to help me with overcoming my confidence issues and just trusting in myself and my abilities. And so I came across your TikTok. Well, I have been following you for a while already, but you had came back. I was like, okay, this is like perfect timing. So when I seen that you were offering your program, I was like, these are all the things that I'm looking for. Like I want to live a more authentic life. I want to be more confident in my decision makings and just find some clarity on where I'm trying to go.
What do you feel it was that I was able to provide or give you just from the discovery call that made you comfortable enough to invest in yourself?
I had never heard of hypnotherapy before. Well, I've heard of it before, but I hadn't seen any like Black people, let alone Black women, doing hypnotherapy. And so when I seen your first like TikToks, I had always been interested in it because like your demeanor, I really liked the way that you talked about it. I really liked the way that you presented it. And then when you came back, I was like, okay, let me like listen to this some more. And you was just talking about how like a little bit of your own journey and how hypnotherapy helped you after like the second session and just how powerful it was. So it's like, let me just go ahead and, see if this is something that I should do. And then also you made it less scary because I guess I always wondered, are you like being like straight hypnotized, where you're not aware of what the, fuck is going on, but you made it clear that it's like, no, you're very aware of what's going on, and so you can trust this. And just how I feel like I have been doing a lot of healing on my own and like with other therapists, but I feel like when you described hypnotherapy, I know the importance of like reprogramming your subconscious mind. I was like, okay, I feel like that's something that I really need because I can tell that I was having some of the same thought patterns and feelings about stuff that I thought that I had already worked through. And like, why is this constantly coming up and affecting me to this point? So doing your videos, I feel like you were hitting on all the things that I was having issues with. So I was just like, yeah, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
We're a part of my 10-week program, and it was you and 3 other ladies. And I want to get more into how this program helps you get where you are in this present moment. I just want to know, how do you feel now compared to when you first started the program?
Now I feel a whole lot more confident in myself and where I can trust myself a lot more. So I think prior to starting the program, I was having a lot of like back and forth about like what I want to do. I was always feeling like, I always feel like something's wrong with me. Like people have problems with me, people don't like me. And since going through the program, I just feel like I don't feel that anymore. Like I feel like I can catch my thoughts about that a lot quicker now. So we was just hanging out and talking, and in the middle of one of the girls talking, I was just like, why am I here? Like, I'm so different from everybody. Like, nobody likes me. And I was like, why are you telling yourself that? And then I went right back to the conversation. So I feel like now with the program, after going through the program, I feel like I can catch those negative thoughts a lot quicker. And I'm not so quick to like talk down on myself, really be more present with where I am and just not so concerned about what other people think about me or how they feel about me and things like that. Also, after going through the program, it helped me realize just how much I know myself and my own capabilities, but I just wasn't tapping into it. Like I just wasn't, stepping fully into it. I feel more confident to do that. So like, I really wanted to figure out what type of like business I might have want to start, and I've already like been brainstorming stuff, and all of these ideas are coming to me that I'm going to be able to use to help other people do things that's similar to like what you're doing. I feel like the program really helped me find my voice and my own gifts and my own strength. And I think also that just having somebody along this journey to like hold you accountable during the exercises and things like that, and like really checking in with you and being able to like be vulnerable about the things that come up while you are going through the program, because you need somebody to talk to when you're feeling a certain way. Having somebody to talk to and feel comfortable like sharing those things with, and like they get it, they understand, has helped me feel more comfortable in my own abilities and like trusting my own intuition about things.
I love that we were able to have that vulnerability together and just that connection, like you said. We did one exercise every week. I do want to know like which specific like techniques, tips, or exercises from the program do you feel were most helpful to you?
The mirror work exercise and the limited beliefs exercises. Those two I feel like were the most powerful. Prior to me doing the mirror work, that's when I had just came to Mexico. I was like really I was doubting myself and like, what am I here for? I need to go home. Like, this is terrible. Nothing's working out. Like, I had completely like lost myself. And you assign the mirror work exercise. And when I did it, I remember just like starting to cry. And I started to remember like, damn, like, what am I tripping about? Like, where is that person that got me here? Like, you forgot about that person that got you here, and just how powerful you are and everything that you're capable of. Like, there is you completely forgot who you were. That's all I can remember saying over and over in my head was like, you forgot who you were. Right. And so after the mirror work, I feel like it really boosted my confidence. And I feel like after I did that, I gained some clarity about where I wanted to go. Like, I looked at the things that was going wrong and why I was feeling the way I was feeling. And then I made a plan to like fix it, because I feel like I already knew this, but sometimes I get caught up in my thoughts. It's like everything is figure outable, and I had forgot that. And so, after that, I started doing the mirror work every day just to keep my confidence up, so I wouldn't let the things that was going on around me really affect me. So that one, I'm like, I would recommend that 1,000 times to anybody, because just the transformation that I had. Because before I did it, I didn't think that it was going to do anything like that. I thought it was, going to pick me up just a little bit, make me feel
right. Nothing caught you off guard.
It caught me straight off guard. I'm just like, it was like my spirit came back to me. Like, did you forget us? Like, hello, we're here. So I love that. And then the limited beliefs and the negative thought patterns exercise. I don't know if it was just because it was like right on time or what, but I was already having like these thoughts that was like from years ago about situations that happened. And I'm just like, why does this keep happening? Like, why do I keep having these thoughts? And so when I was doing an exercise, I was like, you know what? I'm going to just write all of these down. I'm going to write everything that I'm constantly thinking about all the time, that I've been thinking about for years. And during the exercise, I realized that the reason why I kept feeling the way I was feeling about it is because I allowed myself to like feel them. I allowed myself to believe the things that I was thinking, instead of just like, when they come up, let them come up and then let them go. Now I feel like any negative thought that I have about like what I can do or what I can accomplish in life is a limited belief. Like, everything is a limited belief. Like, I can do anything. Anything is possible. That really helped me strengthen like my abundant mindset and like maintain that. So, yeah.
But I just love the self-awareness. Like, I just love it, because yes, you were fairly self-aware when we started, but just hearing how you talk about, your emotions, your feelings, and I don't know how many times you cried throughout the 10 weeks, but the self-awareness, man, like I just love that you're in that space where you catch those thoughts and you ask yourself like, hold up, why am I thinking like this? You know, like I just love it. I love it.
Thank you.
I love everything about it.
I do too, because like I said, I do feel like a different person. Like I was talking to my sister the other day, and remember I had texted you that one day, and I was just like, I don't know why I'm in Mexico anymore. I don't know what's going on, like all of that. And that was still, I was like allowing it to be what it is, but it was still there, right? Mm-hmm. And then the other day, after I had hung out with the people, I was listening to one of Janelle Monáe. Have you listened to her new album? It's hella good. So she had some song on there, and she was talking about how she has or had 1,000 something identities, and all of them are fine. And it was something about that line that I was just like, damn, the reason why I feel the way I feel right now is because the person that I was before Mexico, like, that's not me anymore. And I think that, I'm about to start crying. I think that I was really holding on to her.
Mm-hmm. Because that's all you've known. You've become familiar with that, you know? So,
and like I had all these plans and like thoughts of things that I wanted to do before I got here. And now when I'm here, I'm like, damn, that don't even like resonate no more. Like I don't even do that no more. I'm not even like obsessed with this thing anymore. I was like, damn, I really am like transforming into a new person. And now I'm like, okay, I just have to be comfortable with not knowing right now where I'm going or what I want to do, and just be okay with where I'm right. Yeah.
But look at the things that have changed since then.
Yeah, I can't go.
So it's like, no matter how hard we try to plan out the future, it is never going to go exactly how we plan. So get rid of all that stress and focusing on the present. That's where the magic is. That's where the magic lies.
And I feel like where I'm at right now, I don't have a choice but to focus on right here, right now.
Right.
Like, I was like, I don't even have a choice but to do that, because there's nothing else. I can't even plan a future because I don't really know. I don't know it all.
And I think that's why you were guided to move out there, because you were so stuck on planning the future. And now you're in a space where you're comfortable with what's today? Like, what are we doing today? Like, you know? Exactly. So how has your ability to cope with triggers or challenging emotions improved since starting the program?
I feel like I'm able to realize that this is just moments. Like, like, dang, earlier today I was feeling terrible and now I'm good. Like, feelings are just so funny. Like, feelings is just the funniest thing. And I feel like I can catch it more, and I feel like I can, not saying that I start feeling better, but I don't feel like it's like doomsday when I start feeling down and like bad about something. And then I also have been finding ways to not like intellectualize my feelings and just like feel them and then let it go after that. Like, I'm not super obsessive trying to figure out why I feel this way and what do I need to do to fix it. I'm just like, okay, I'm sad right now, and I'm sad right now, and just be done and move on with my day. I feel like that is huge for me. I found that EFT tapping, and I just use that all the time now, and I feel like that really helps me because I'm admitting to how I feel, so I'm not suppressing it, and I'm not intellectualizing it. So, and
I feel like that's a really big thing, especially like when a lot of us grew up in households where we're kind of like critiqued for having emotions. We've talked about it so many times, like to where we ran off and talked about like our brothers and how they feel and like stuff like that, and just the Black woman, the strong Black woman mentality in general.
I feel like even throughout this program, my patience with my kids have changed a lot too. And just, I feel like I have freed up so much mental chatter, like clutter. I feel like I have. And also, because a lot of this stuff I feel like is really like, I'm seeing a whole lot of changes, like so many. Remember I was telling you that I don't like to cook and I really struggle to cook and stuff like that? I've been cooking. Like, I ain't even been eating out for real.
You've been cooking?
I've been cooking. I'm like, what the? Like, easy meals, some hard, but easy meals. Like, that's
right.
And eating out, like, it's growth for me.
You kind of just touched on this a little bit already with your children, but in what ways have your relationships or interactions with others been affected by your participation in this program?
In addition to like the relationship with my kids, even with my family, when I first got here, I wasn't talking to them as much. I was just kind of like staying to myself and just trying to, get my foot in and figure out my own thing. But now I talk to them more now, because I feel like I'm in a better space to where the things that they say or the things that they do don't bother me as much. And I feel like I control the situations better,
Right.
I just feel like I have the space now to do it. Back home, we was always together. We was always talking. I feel like I didn't have my own space. I could barely like breathe or hear my own thoughts when I was back home. And like now, it's not like that anymore. I have my own space. I have, freedom to do other things. So now it's like I have room to like build these relationships deeper now.
I'm gonna kind of revert back a little bit, because there's so many people that are like, hypnotherapy, hypnosis, like, are you gonna make me do some crazy shit, or are you gonna have control over me? So I want you to tell these people how you felt when you were in that trance-like state.
If you've ever done a guided meditation, you're gonna be just fine. Like, if you've ever put on some headphones and somebody spoke in your ear about something, you're going to be just fine. I feel like with hypnotherapy, it's more personal or more in depth because it's a live person talking to you, You are here and you're with me. And I feel like it also takes you deeper. Like, before you start doing the subconscious work, we are really like getting super relaxed, really getting deeper in our bodies. But you are completely aware of everything else that's going on around you. Like, there's times where I was like itching, like, and I had to scratch. So like, you are in full control of what the fuck is going on when you make therapy. So there's like, it's nothing to be afraid of. I feel like before this guided meditations, I didn't even like that type of meditation, but like, I always look forward to doing hypnotherapy with you because it made me feel calmer. And I feel like I took the work serious when you were doing the hypnotherapy work. I really wanted to see the effects of it, like the benefits of doing hypnotherapy. So I have to let my guard down and trust that, you got me.
So is there anything else you would like to share about your experience throughout the 10-week program and its impact on your healing journey that we probably didn't get to touch on in the beginning?
Me right now, answering these questions, knowing that you are recording it, is proof that like the program has done a number on me, because I'm very like, I don't even want to say I have. I don't feel like my social anxiety is as bad as it used to be. I know that throughout this journey, we've learned that like communication is a strength of mine. And it was something that I didn't realize in myself. And I feel like going through the program and being able to do this right now and like feel confident in what I'm saying and like clearing what I'm saying. And right now, I'm not thinking about how I'm coming off or nothing like that, goes to show just the power of hypnotherapy.
Would you recommend this 10-week living in authenticity program for other women of color?
Definitely. I feel like if you really want, just think of like, if you think about all the things that you're struggling with right now and you come into this program and you're being honest, you're being vulnerable, and you're being open and committed to like doing the exercises and like even at your own pace, because there are times where you would give us an exercise and we didn't always do it. It would just kind of manifest in itself on its own without me like sitting down and actually doing it. Like I'll be doing it in my head unconsciously. Okay.
Right.
And I feel like having somebody work with you while you're working on yourself is powerful in itself. And I feel like that's something that Black women should definitely be doing, because there's so much stuff that we want to do, but there are so many blockages that like we're unaware of that we need to work through. And just, it's like a mirror, like you're mirroring back to us who we already are, who we probably already know we are to be, but it's giving you that confidence or that boost to like go out into the world and make shit happen. Yeah, I definitely recommend it to anybody, especially Black women, especially because we already have so many barriers. We already have so many people who we don't have a lot of resources as it is, and you doing completely different. And I think I told you this before. I used to do, I've done talk therapy, like CBT. And I feel like this was more powerful than that. This has helped me more than just talk therapy. And anybody who has done talk therapy and feel like it did not work for them, this would definitely help you.
And that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for doing this, Aisha. I really appreciate you. And until next time, y'all.
All right.